Welcome everybody to the Planet Strzl multi-part docu-series presented by myself, Fat Beezy, one of the original founders of the server that was made in about 2008, long ass time ago. Bear Lincoln made the server literally himself on his computer, and Gromit helped us a lot build some interesting stuff. We're gonna start in the Mega Tower region, which is in the top right. Directly south of that is the villa area. North and off the screen is Mount Hood. But today we're focusing on this right here. You can see a massive pyramidal structure built by Bear Lincoln and some noise beneath it. Mushroom Kingdom mainly. Here we are, we're gonna log in at the old prairie town. It was like the first village we ever discovered in the game. And of course I added some structures, defensive workings around it. Here's the OG church, the first one we ever encountered. Off in the distance toward the northwest is one of Bear Lincoln's railway train stations. It's not really in use, it was kind of rerouted. And got some bamboo stalks growing there. Lookout tower. And toward the south there's the corner of an inverted pyramid, artistic structure built by Bear Lincoln. There's some of the original houses of the village, but this right here, what we're standing on, is the work area where all the workers that I bred and trained work and reside. You can see their work tables, and I guess they're hungry. Well, they're always hungry, so we're gonna throw some potatoes, which they will promptly gobble up and begin procreating, possibly. That guy's a farmer. Throw some more potatoes. That guy's a Fletcher. Oh, there we go. That guy took some potatoes and shoved them into his warm armpits. Over there's the scribes, the cartographers. There's a pile of chests with all the trade goods and things necessary for raising the village. Sweetberry farm in the distance, horse stables, and chicken pen, chicken coop, and the cows for beef and leather. And that's the edge of the old Prairie Lodge, one of the original safe houses that we created. So we're gonna ride off in that direction. There's Bear Lincoln's upside down pyramid. It was more of a geographic marker, I believe. I forget the original purpose. So the Prairie Lodge here is a safe place for weary travelers to spend some leisurely time recuperating from their long journeys. It's got a large chicken farm. This is the common area with some old ass items from the 1950s. Like seriously, these items have been sitting here for more than a decade. There's the extensive wheat fields to feed all the cows and help with horse breeding. This was also one of the, I think it was the first place we encountered horses in this server. Anyway, riding up the south road, you can see the mammothine structure Bear Lincoln built at great pains to his knuckle durability and his sanity. A few billion blocks placed on top of each other one at a time in survival mode. not fun or easy. Those purple alien plants indicate the rail station connecting nearby regions. And here we're above the workhouse for Salahuddin's temple, and behind that, Bear Lincoln's gigantic pyramid, nestled in a swamp. Another gargantuan structure. There's the Mushroom Mansion, built by me, Bear Lincoln. Right behind that, the Mushroom Kingdom, or Forest Cluster or something, which I built also. And scrambling atop the workhouse, we see the rail station, which connects the three major regions, the Mega Tower, which we're basically next to, and the Villa Desert area, and Mount Hood. There's the purple chorus plants from the difficult to reach end world. That is Bear Lincoln and his ex-wife's original house that they built together back in 2008. There's a bridge leading the south road to the Mega Tower, and you can see several railways come together here to the villa and Mount Hood and the Mega Tower. So we're gonna hop on this motherfucker. Let's go straight into the Mushroom Kingdom and the Mega Tower, which you can just begin to see materializing in the distance. Big cluster of trees and giant mushroom houses. There's the Mega Tower, climbing up to the maximum height of the goddamn. The neighboring spire of the Mushroom Kingdom and a big ass spaceship just for good measure. Over there's a giant treehouse. The entrance to Salahuddin. And here we are. This is actually the spawning point when you enter the game for the first time. So you're immediately confronted by this gigantic penis-shaped tower and the Mushroom Kingdom attached to it with several causeways connecting them. The main area. This was one of our original workhouses. Still some old items in there from the 1930s. Get some apples. And going up to the next floor, another workhouse. He has some rails that I want to steal, but maybe I won't. Bathroom with a toilet. There's a causeway to the Mega Tower's auxiliary building. Not quite finished. It also connects to the pyramid, and a railway goes to Flatback Mountain to the south, I believe. And the next floor up is the main portal to the netherworld that we frequently use. Next floor up, inside the Mega Tower, is the movie theater. It has its own vending machines. You can push the button on the bottom right and it will actually shoot things out to your mouth, like potato wedges, tri-tip steak, and buffalo burger mountain pie. And above that we have a lounge area for lazy senior citizens with open fire pits, a fountain, trees going all around. Peeking through the trees, you can see the pyramid and Mount Salahuddin and the Mushroom Manor. Next floor up, another big fire pit with an anvil, some stained colored glass, and you can see the neighboring Mushroom Kingdom. That's the Moon Terrace, with some cool chilly water for you to wade around in up to your waist, and so you can stare at the moon. Above that is a multi-leveled internal art gallery with some paintings. And this is the automated rail cart dispenser. You push a button and it spits a cart out, and then you just hop in and it takes you to Flatback Mountain. Some more paintings in the same area. This painting's cool. It has a twisted tower with a crystal on top, and then floating tree island. Another look at the Moon Terrace. And then the next level up, there's a glass-covered fire pit, some ornate stonework, castle style with netherrack fueled fire. Another level of paintings. Continuing up, nondescript floor with more fire. The doors lead to a causeway that goes to Bear Lincoln's original mansion. Here we have the transition stairwell to the sandstone spire on top of the mega tower, with some spiral staircases that are incomplete but would be interesting nonetheless to participate upon. Looking back at the Mushroom Kingdom, which we're going to skedaddle over to right now. Pretty self-explanatory. Giant mushroom houses mixed with trees, vines everywhere. Some rare, unique items from 2009. This is the Zen room, where you can be alone in the shady goodness of the leafy apertures and put your hands in your pants. Sliding backwards up the mushroom stairs. Looking back at the mega tower so you can appreciate the scope and the breadth of the menagerie of the scale of magnitude in your mouth. And this level is just a wide tree fauna expose of random stuff. Lots of colors and mycelium, which is very rare and difficult to find. You have to travel for like 30 hours by boat to find giant mushroom islands, and then you have to dig up the chunks one at a time with a silk-touched pickaxe. And here we are inside a nice shady suspended lagoon, framed with shade-inducing vines and soft lit by glowstone. And at this point we're pretty close to the maximum ceiling of the world. I think like 3/4 of the way. This is some old construction area, not quite complete. There's the independent standing treehouse. You can see a treetop path going around it. A view of the top of the world. There's Salahuddin's brick-ass temple in the distance, rectangular shaped, and just a little slideshow of everything up to this point. Here's a live look at some of the mycelium mentioned earlier. But now we're gonna scramble into Bear Lincoln's terrifying pyramid base chamber, usually infested with tons of monsters, but looks like they haven't spawned quick enough. The central island there is the first alchemy center laboratory we ever had, built by Bear Lincoln. It's a melon patch for creating glistening melons. Automated lighting system on the next level up. Peeking outside near the top, looking back at things. It's an interesting structure. I think it was a stables. There's that senior living platform, the moon terrace, the crazy ass treetop, and this is the treetop path that leads to Flatback Mountain, which we won't be visiting today. And then it continues actually to a castle built by Gromit. That's, yes, this staircase here leads up to the castle. Fishing in the Pyramids Pond. There we go. And here we have some asshole raiders showing up just to fuck around. Normally when you kill these guys you get a debuff that causes raids to happen when you enter a friendly village. That guy with the banner. Pretty easy to deal with in small numbers as long as you have good equipment. There we go, got him. Nice little scenic shot of several structures. The Mushroom Manor. A few interior shots. This was made from birch wood. This bedroom here. And a quick slideshow of the South Road. The original Brown House. Historic landmark. There's a dolphin in the little water tributary going across the South Bridge. And here we are entering Salahuddin's massive palace. I tried to estimate the volume of this structure. I can tell you it's about 50 blocks high and one rectangular plane. It has a surface area of like, yeah, right here, what is this? 50 by 400 by, it's just insane. Way too big to build without losing your damn mind. Initially it was planned to build some palaces inside, but that's a future project for like 2045, when we're old enough to drink Pepsi Cola without being carded. It took me so long to travel the breadth of the building, I lost my mind and started shooting cows. Thankfully, I remembered I had that fish on me, so I prepared a little campsite. Here we go. Roasted salmon coming up. So this first part of the docuseries focuses on, we're calling it the Mega Tower region. And there's a few minor outlying areas that we might skip. We will be visiting in the next episode Gromit's mansion on the mountaintop and Flatback Mountain, and we'll probably head to either the Villa region, which is very massive and extensive, or the insanely crazy and chaotic Mount Hood region. So stay tuned for the next episode and drink a lot of Pepsi or vodka.